I'm Nik Miles for Dick Hanna Honda, and today we're going to show you the brand new 2022 Honda Pilot. This is the perfect piece of family transportation. It's a 3-row SUV, and for 2022 it gets some new trim levels, some new paint, and this vehicle has a great on-road presence with a V6 engine, a new trim level, and you'll be surprised in what you can get on the inside. So let's get it on the road, show you the exterior and some of the cool family features on the inside. Make sure to hit the subscribe button and the little bell, and you'll be notified every time a new video goes up online. The Honda Pilot has been a staple of the American lifestyle for a long time, and it is the closest vehicle that you can get to a minivan with still having an SUV. And it's a really great drive. It's solid, it's firm, and it still gives you 3 rows, and it has a great placement on the road with some advantages as well. It still has that V6 engine, 3.5 liters, outputting 280 horsepower, and that's a huge advantage in a world where everybody is going to 4 cylinders with turbos. This still has that original V6, which is great when you need that extra little bit of power, and you still need that solid hauling power that can tow up to 5,000 pounds. Now, to add the great fuel economy, Honda have now supplied a 9-speed transmission, which is great to give you the gear that you need at any one time, whether it's going up a hill or having to pass other traffic in a highway situation or away from a light. The other cool thing about this is you have to remember that Honda make more engines or more motors than any other company in the world, whether that be little ones from lawnmowers or huge ones that power some of the world's fastest power boats, speed boats on water. They still make everything from motorcycle to ATV engines around the world. So they are some of the greatest engine makers in the world, and they of course have made a great engine inside this, one of the premier 3-row SUVs in the world. It still has paddle shifters and of course great driving dynamics. They have just nailed it when it comes to the driving of this vehicle. And then the interior appointments for this vehicle, the Pilot, are great as well. It has a great cabin, nice materials. Steering wheel controls include the opportunity to have voice activated cruise control. You have a 7-inch thin TFT screen in front of you to get all the driver's information here, and that's surrounded by 2 analog gauges for fuel and for your temperature. Also, you have that 8-inch screen as standard. On the right, your infotainment screen with all of your Honda information, including Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. That is their latest iteration of information screen here. And then Honda have included some very cool stuff like cabin talk, and that is drifted over from things like the Honda Odyssey. Now, cabin talk allows the microphones up front to activate the speakers in the back. So those people sitting in the back, if I hit select cabin talk, now when I talk, the speakers in the back or the headphones in the back, if the kids are watching the DVD system, can actually hear what I'm saying. And I'm just like, hey kids, get ready, we're showing up at grandma's soon, pack your stuff away in your bags, finish your movie, we'll be there in 15 minutes. That's the perfect thing for those kids to actually get ready. I don't have to scream, hey guys, just use cabin talk, speak to the headphones, speak to the speakers. I can choose mic is on, mic is off, whichever I want to do. So real cool things like that to be able to have that discussion. If I don't want to talk to them, if I don't want to talk to the kids with the headphones on, I can select whichever I want. So there's small things like that that they have included. Garmin navigation system in here. I've got my Bluetooth. I've got everything I could want, including Sirius satellite radio. So a whole suite of communication tools as well. There's a 10-speaker, 590-watt sound system inside this Pilot, which is great for those people that want to listen to music and for those audio files. As well, you'll find the DVD system, which can be operated from up front here. The kids can watch in the back, and there is 2 sets of headphones supplied if the DVD system comes in the vehicle as well. And that's if the kids don't already have their tablets, which can attach to the AT&T Wi-Fi system. Now, of course, this vehicle has a backup camera that is standard on all modern vehicles now, and a wireless charging pad to charge your cell phone if it does do charging via the wireless system. When it comes to safety, there is forward emergency braking with pedestrian detection and a whole suite of Honda sensing systems, which of course is very important to Honda to make sure that the safety systems in this vehicle are top-notch. A 2-button seat memory, push-button transmission as well, and one-touch windows up and down. Honda have made it simple to operate inside the Pilot. Everything is easy for the driver, and that comes down to their whole safety systems. They don't want you taking your eyes off of the road. They want you to keep your eyes on the road and not have to come away from the road and take your concentration away from driving to operate some of the systems inside the vehicle. It's trying to make sure that you pay attention to your driving and less attention to doing things outside of just the road. Talking about design on the Honda Pilot, it got a complete refresh in 2019. In 2022, it gets some mild refreshes. The big exterior changes is the fact that this vehicle is going to have a new sports trim coming this year sometime, but the base level is now the EXL, and you'll notice it gets full LEDs, LED headlights. It also gets LED turn signals and the fog lights down the bottom. When you come around the sides, you'll notice that it gets great Honda wheels. Honda, of course, famous for all their different wheel designs. Between 18s and 20s, depending on what trim level you choose, you can get different sizes of wheels. Cladding around the wheels. Mirrors, folding. Also, they have the safety features in the mirrors, including things like the blind spot. Now, when it comes to the top of the vehicle, the roof rails, those roof rails on this particular Elite level are gray. They have the chrome style door handles and chrome around the daylight opening space as well. When it comes to the back of the vehicle, it also has LED lights at the back, including LED signals, and there is backup lights as well. Those are LED. Now, the Elite comes with a kick open tailgate, and you can also get the tailgate operating from the key fob as well. 17 cubic feet behind the third row here, 47 if you put that down, and 84 if you get all the rows down all together. So plenty of space. You also get power outlets back here as well, and in all those rows there is enough room to get all your stuff from Home Depot or your hardware store if you're doing a weekend project. It's actually quite luxurious back here in the second row. Now, there is a captain's chair set up in here. There's 38 inches of legroom, 3 stage heated seats as well as USB ports, and there is a home style plug as well. You do get vents back here. You can actually do all your HVAC controls down here at the bottom. There is an entertainment system in here, and Honda do provide 2 headsets here so you can actually listen, and those people sitting in the front do not get disturbed. You have 2 cup holders on each side, 3 cup holders in the back row as well, lights, and in the back row as well you do get power. Mat pockets in the back here as well, so there's a lot to do for those people sitting in the second and third row when you do your road trip. If a Honda Pilot is in your future, Dick Hanna Honda in Vancouver would love to put you into one for a test drive. All you have to do is come down, go online, or give them a call.